2025 has exploded with high-octane action films that deliver jaw-dropping stunts, brutal combat scenes, and non-stop adrenaline from start to finish. This year's lineup features elite assassins, rogue agents, and epic showdowns that push the limits of cinematic intensity. Whether it's heart-pounding car chases, explosive shootouts, or raw hand-to-hand battles, these movies keep your pulse racing every second. With cutting-edge visuals and powerful performances, they have redefined what it means to be an action thriller. Today, we are counting down the top 10 most intense action movies of 2025 that everyone is talking about. These films will have you gripping your seat and begging for more. Let's dive into the chaos, the thrill, and the pure adrenaline of this year's ultimate action-packed hits. At number 10, we have Karate Kid Legends. This is an action-packed continuation of the iconic franchise, uniting past and present generations of martial artists. The story follows a new prodigy who struggles with identity and purpose, eventually crossing paths with legendary mentors Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. As tensions rise, old rivalries resurface while new threats emerge from an underground martial arts syndicate seeking to destroy the legacy of Miyagi-Do. Trained in honor, discipline, and resilience, the young fighter learns to rise above fear and ego. The film masterfully blends nostalgic moments with modern energy, celebrating the core values of respect and perseverance. Powerful training montages, emotional confrontations, and high-stakes battles drive the plot forward. As the legacy torch is passed, both old heroes and new warriors find their place in the evolving story. In the end, Karate Kid Legends honors tradition while boldly kicking into the future. At number 9, we have Superman. Superman presents a bold new chapter in the Man of Steel's legacy as Clark Kent faces a world rapidly evolving with advanced technology, political unrest, and emerging superpowered threats. After a mysterious alien force begins altering Earth's natural balance, Superman must confront the limits of his powers and the consequences of being a global symbol. As doubts about heroes rise, Clark grapples with his identity as both a protector and a man searching for purpose. A new villain from Krypton's past emerges, challenging him physically and morally. With humanity's trust hanging by a thread, Superman must unite old allies and new heroes to restore hope. The film blends epic action with emotional depth, exploring themes of legacy, responsibility, and sacrifice. In a stunning climax, Superman proves that true strength lies not just in power, but in unwavering belief in humanity. At number 8, we have Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is a high-stakes Marvel action film that brings together a team of anti-heroes and reformed villains recruited by the government for dangerous Black Ops missions. Led by characters like Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, and Red Guardian, the group struggles with trust issues, conflicting agendas, and their dark past. As they take on a deadly assignment that even the Avengers couldn't touch, the team must learn to cooperate or risk total failure. Along the way, they uncover a hidden conspiracy that threatens global stability. Tensions rise as loyalties are tested and personal demons resurface. Packed with intense action, sharp dialogue, and emotional depth, the movie explores redemption through sacrifice. Each member must decide if they are heroes, villains, or something in between. In the end, Thunderbolts proves that even the broken can rise together. At number 7, we have The Accountant 2. The Accountant 2 picks up with Christian Wolff, the brilliant yet socially challenged forensic accountant who uncovers financial crimes while operating under the radar. This time, he is pulled into a dangerous new case involving a global cybercrime syndicate that threatens national security. As he delves deeper, Christian uncovers a shocking conspiracy tied to his own past and family secrets. Teaming up with an unexpected ally, he uses his exceptional math skills and lethal combat abilities to expose the truth. The stakes rise as he battles assassins, corrupt officials, and moral dilemmas. Meanwhile, His bond with his estranged brother is tested in surprising ways. The film blends intense action with emotional depth, revealing more layers of Christian's complex character. With a thrilling pace and a smart twist, it explores the cost of justice and redemption. At number 6, we have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Mission Impossible marks the explosive conclusion to Ethan Hunt's legendary journeys as an IMF agent. This time, the stakes are higher than ever as Ethan faces a rogue artificial intelligence capable of manipulating global systems and threatening world stability. Racing against time, Ethan must reunite his old team and form uneasy alliances to stop the ultimate threat. As betrayal lurks around every corner, the lines between friend and foe blur dangerously. Each mission pushes Ethan to his limits, testing his loyalty, resilience, and the cost of his sacrifices. With heart-pounding action across breathtaking locations, the film delivers edge-of-your-seat intensity. Ethan's final mission forces him to confront not only global annihilation but also the ghost of his past. In the end, it's a gripping battle of will, courage, and redemption that defines his legacy. At number 5, we have Ballerina. This is a gripping South Korean action thriller that follows the story of Ok-jo, a former bodyguard who embarks on a relentless quest for vengeance after the tragic death of her best friend, Min-hee. When she discovers the Min-hee was a victim of abuse and exploitation by a powerful man, Ok-jo sets out to bring justice with fierce determination. Armed with her combat skills and unwavering loyalty, she dives into a dark underworld of corruption and violence. Each step of her journey reveals painful truths and dangerous enemies. The film blends emotional depth with intense action, highlighting themes of grief, friendship, and justice. As Ok-jo confronts her target, she is driven by a promise she made to protect her friend at all costs. Stylishly directed with a haunting atmosphere, Ballerina is both a heartbreaking tribute and a bold revenge tale. At number 4, we have Novocane. This is a dark comedy thriller that follows Frank Sangster, a mild-mannered dentist whose orderly life spirals into chaos after a seductive patient named Susan enters his clinic. What begins as a harmless flirtation quickly turns into a nightmare involving stolen drugs, false identities, and a murder investigation. As Frank becomes entangled in Susan's manipulative schemes, he finds himself framed for crimes he didn't commit. With the police closing in and his reputation in ruins, Frank must outsmart everyone to clear his name. The film blends suspense and satire, exposing the dangers of temptation and deception. Each twist peels back layers of secrets, pushing Frank deeper into a web of lies. The once predictable dentist is forced to embrace the madness to survive. In the end, Novocane delivers a clever and twisted tale of trust, betrayal, and unexpected transformation. At number 3, we have A Working Man. This is a heartfelt drama that centers on a dedicated factory worker named Javier, who has spent decades living a quiet, disciplined life defined by routine and hard work. When the factory unexpectedly shuts down, he is forced into early retirement, confronting a life without purpose and identity. Struggling with loneliness and invisibility in a fast-changing world, Javier begins to search for new meaning. As he navigates unfamiliar spaces and builds unlikely friendships, he slowly rediscovers his own voice. The film captures the silent dignity of the working class and the emotional toll of being cast aside. Through subtle moments, it reflects on pride, resilience, and personal reinvention. Javier's journey becomes a quiet rebellion against being forgotten. In the end, A Working Man is a poignant reminder that worth isn't measured by a paycheck, but by the courage to keep moving forward. At number 2, we have Love Hurts. Love Hurts is an emotional romantic drama that follows the story of Ben, a charming but emotionally distant doctor, and Amanda, a passionate artist recovering from heartbreak. When their paths cross unexpectedly, an intense yet complicated romance begins to unfold. Despite their growing connection, both struggle with the wounds of their past and fears of vulnerability. As love starts to heal their emotional scars, misunderstandings and personal insecurities threaten to tear them apart. Through heartbreak, reflection, and resilience, they learn that real love requires patience, sacrifice, and trust. The film explores the raw realities of relationships, showing that love is both beautiful and painful. With moments of humor, heartache, and deep emotional growth, the story feels deeply relatable. In the end, they must decide whether love is worth fighting for, even when it hurts. At number 1, we have Nobody 2. Nobody 2 picks up after the explosive events of the first film, with Hutch Mansell trying to live a quieter life, but his past refuses to stay buried. When a mysterious international crime syndicate targets his family, Hutch is forced back into action, unleashing the ruthless skills he once tried to leave behind. As the stakes rise and enemies close in, he forms uneasy alliances with other deadly operatives from his former life. The sequel dives deeper into Hutch's violent history, revealing secrets that challenge his sense of identity and purpose. With brutal action, dark humor, and relentless pacing, the film explores themes of redemption and the cost of peace. Hutch must confront not only dangerous foes but also the man he has become. In the end, there is no hiding from who you truly are. And there you have it, the top 10 most intense action movies of 2025 that are keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. Which one blew your mind the most? Or is there a favorite we missed? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the thrill, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the action. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay epic and keep watching greatness unfold.